Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start this analysis by a disclaimer that there is a topic that I've been trying to avoid of late. But then I spent my afternoon, I was in Mama Lucy Hospital and I was donating blood there. So I was seated next to a gentleman who I later realized he could identify me, say, bold. So I got into a discussion and something came out that he asked me. And in this video, I want to bring it forth so that you also have a question. He asked me a question that, do you believe the spiritual kingdom is connected with the political kingdom? Do you believe? Let's find out in this video and think about it. I want to see what you really think. What is your opinion on this? Kindly subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell for those who are watching for the first time. And when you click the notification bell, that will help so that when we produce a video, then you'll be notified. So hautakosa video hata moja. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to watch this video.
Ongeni maji tuombe. Mungu wetu na baba yetu, adhuhuri ya siku ya leo tunasimama mbele yako. Tunataka kukushukuru sana kwa kutupatia nafasi ya kuwa hapa. Tunataka kukushukuru sana kwa nafasi ambayo umetupatia kuwa watu wa hapa Kenya. Nataka kukushukuru Mungu wetu kwa serikali ambayo umetupatia. Tunataka kumweka rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya Daktari William Ruto pamoja na makamu wake Rigathi Gachagua. Tunataka kuweka kwa mkono wako.
We need to have a balance in this. I'm very religious, by the way, and I'm a devout Catholic and a former altar boy. But we need to balance between religion and reality. So this too much dependence on kneeling down and saying a prayer to pray for rain has to be balanced also with doing something, so that even when rains don't come, we don't come here and do harambee for stomach.
Nataka niwaombe, mumesikia ya kwamba maombi ya Jumanne tarehe 14, na waomba watu wote wa dini zote katika taifa letu la Kenya, tukiwa mahali popote, na wale wataweza kuja Nyayo Stadium, wakuja Nyayo Stadium on Tuesday 14th, tuweze kuombea taifa letu, hasa katika shida hii ya njaa na shida ya ukame. Ndio Mungu atupatie mvua na atuonekanie, ndio Wakenya waziangamie kwa sababu ya shida ya drought katika taifa letu la Kenya.
Some hours ago while I was resting, the Lord told me that witch doctors weeks ago were imported into Kenya. Witch doctors. So that they will operate and people will begin to fight the leadership. He said that no matter what the leadership does, they will just notice a resistance. And the Lord said they have kept them in camps and they are feeding them, paying them. Every one of them will run mad. Listen. When you begin to see, you start seeing mad people everywhere. All of a sudden, you see this one mad, that one mad. You begin to understand. He said they imported, that's the word the Lord used, imported them to keep speaking to the atmosphere so that things will be hard and speaking. Today, we withdraw their strength.
That video split into two. The first part is Nyandarua senator praying in public, praying with his constituents there, and ukisikia hapo mbele alikuwa anaombea Ruto, UDA, governor, that and pleasing that. And the other part is the voice of Moses Kura, who is saying that it's not about just the prayers. So those two videos are, they actually summarize what I want us to talk about. We have seen a very good trend and a very good move to project the political kingdom as connected and in tandem with the spiritual kingdom. Now let me tell you, just in Nyandarua, look at this photo. This is a photo of a contractor on site. This lady here, who is seemed to be crying, is the one that is supervising some road construction there. Is known as Hannah Ndugire, shushu contractor. She died because the government refused to pay her 139 million for works done, and she succumbed to depression because despite of having working, that is the same county, she was not paid. We've had, of course, this problem for some time. I can tell you, when you have contractors who work with government, tena wa barabara, they are really, really, really affected. I was just telling you to give you a dire situation. And we are also witnessing very controversial political prophecies and pronouncements, rather prophetic pronouncements. One against how opposition is going to end, one is against how government is going to be. The latest one was a Nigerian pastor who was speaking about how, I don't know, countries doing to a little chowy, so it has to be sanitized or so. You know, even at the time we were getting to State House, it had to be cleansed with that. I don't know that. There are a lot of stories into matters religion, and we projected ourselves under Kenya Kwanza as the God's choice, and I don't want to doubt that. A question the good man I spoke to, let me not talk about his name because he's a known pastor. The good man I spoke to was telling me, I was asking me, Kevin, is religious kingdom connected so far with the political kingdom, as it may be said? Are they connected? Now, this is what happened. Last general election, when Kenyans woke up on August 9th to go and cast their vote, the election was competition, and politicians mobilized votes to get political kingdom. Right from your MCA to constituency MP, senator, governor, to the president. They were all looking for political kingdom. But then there was different ways of mobilization. And the spiritual kingdom became a platform to mobilize for political kingdom. I don't know why and I wanted to get that aspect. The clergy, the church was a campaign platform. That's simply what I'm saying. And of course, it's a tradition that we've had here. It did not start with the UDA. Politicians have been going to church when it is time for the elections. But as we all understand, and we are all in agreement, that the spiritual kingdom is above all of it. While it is above, and we're also talking about this, under the office of the First Lady, there is an office known as faith diplomacy, which is under the office of the First Lady. Now, that is a spiritual kingdom under the political kingdom. You may not get it. Now, we are seeing a lot of political stunts and gimmicks, and people, and I saw critics saying that we've left our faith to what has been projected, the spiritual kingdom, which has been the situation. But does it mean that the political kingdom is powerless? Does it mean that now that we are praying, we have prayed, and all of us have prayed for rain, we prayed for end of what, we prayed for end of this. Does it mean we are powerless? Because that's the question. Came over in powers, really connection. And the last we've seen last general election was touted as a competition between the spiritual kingdom and I don't know the other kingdoms. That has been there. But are they really connected? There are some theories that advance the fact that there seems to be some disconnect. Opposite to what is being projected, there seems to be some disconnect. And you can agree with me on this. You can also disagree. It's not about agreeing. You can also disagree. There seems to be it's not meeting. We've prayed for rainfall. We've not had rainfall for the last 5 years. It has been declining since the last 5 years. So it's not declining now. We've had drought, we've had hunger, we've had all these problems even earlier before. And at the campaign trail, we gave a very good strategy to settle the problems. Contrary to what is being projected, there is a strong feeling that the spiritual kingdom is not connecting with the political kingdom. This is why I'm saying political idolatry. The political idolatry has happened into a manner in which those who are supposed, religion has become a platform for the masses. And the clergy, some of which section of the clergy who are close to the political kingdom have idolized the political kingdom. And they have idolized it to an extent in which the spiritual kingdom does not get the prominence it requires. Why? Let me take you to Nakuru. The last session they had, I understand that the church service went for around 2 hours. Then the rest of the time, almost 5, went to the political class. And they have taken it over. I'm not a preacher. This is something that should be very deep. They're taking it over. And when they have also been subdued, the political class have been subdued, so that even when they're sharing what is the good one they're supposed to be shared, it seems it falls under, they've taken it at the masses of the political kingdom. In fact, they've made to believe, the good man was telling me, Kevin, there are those clergy that believe that Raila is wrong, bad, worst, evil, everything. That's not what the spiritual kingdom is saying. That's not what it is. You will see someone going to podium to an event where president is, and they will use all sort of words and say anything and everything against the others, simply because they have idolized the political kingdom. 2 signs of that disconnect is the distortions on the word the spiritual distortions for political expediency. What am I saying? You listen to, and someone can challenge me on this. How does it look if you preach something, you share a very good one, in the context of that Bible verse, then when the people from the political kingdom come, they tweak it, they twist it, and it's used because that is something that congregants accepted, or rather embraced, and it was very emotive to them, it was a very good word to them. But when the political class wakes up, they're twisting it in a manner that will fit their political messaging. Then you wonder, you can interpret word differently, but is that the purported understanding? For example, let me just use a good one. Nyayo, the president was saying because due some wall of Jericho kijengwa watu sijui hakufanya nini. Then he used that to bash the opposition, saying that wao watafanya kazi hata kama wanapiga kelele. Why didn't you just separate and say, mimi sina shida hata kama opposition nafanya nini? But then that distortion and lifting of the word for political messaging. The other aspect is, are the actions of the political kingdom connecting with the demands of the spiritual kingdom? This one, all of us falls short of it. But you will see the spiritual kingdom calls for equality. But you will see the political class going to another place and telling you that kama ulipiga kura, or whether if you come from this place, if you come from that place. Then you wonder, are they even pleasing it? And I'm not passing a judgment. I'm just speaking on it in terms of the reality on what's running. We have also materialized it, and we've used it to project personality. We've projected ourselves before the people because we know it has worked. For example, the good senator is praying for his constituents. Good enough. And in fact, nothing wrong with that. But that also projects a character of him before the people. People might then take it and in religion, no one questions. Whether umesoma, or hujasoma, or nini, male, female. I finish by asking, are they connected? I want to see your feedback there.